Good morning. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2019, and the time is 6 a.m. Pacific time. And we are going to start out. Let's see, I'm going to turn. We're going to start out with this, kind of going back to this. Now, as you might notice, I did start over with this. No reason, just actually the reason was name change means career change. So let's go back to this. Check the undercarriage, refuel the aircraft. Okay, same as usual. Let's get the refuel out of the way. And I might very well change. Really? Okay, there we go. I might very well change games very soon. As I stated yesterday, this will be my last stream for a while. Going into the hospital to have my body worked on. So I'm not probably be out for a week. I really don't. I don't want to stream with too much medication in my system. I already stream with enough in my system. So, taking a short break, even though I really don't want to. And once I get back, I'm gonna push for affiliate. Whoops, yeah, we're gonna stick to. Yeah, I decided to push for the affiliate. Okay, now we have to look at the undercarriage. Not sure what we're looking for. Does that look? Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. Actually, let me move the ladder. Now, the reason I do play this is I do have is there a way of laying down? Yeah, go prone. Okay, what am I looking for? Does this even check the undercarriage? That could just be the tires, couldn't it? Or the landing. So let's go ahead and check the wheels. Ah, there we go. Really? Oops. Oh, what did I do? Well, what did I do? Hold on a second.
A winnable round, the damage Nico done now, equalized.
I really.
All around his outside.
Come on. Let me get this fixed real quick. Not sure what I did, but I did something. So now I can't even see my stream. There we go. So, okay, let me. I'll have to work on this later. Something definitely went weird with the browser look. Okay, there we go. Let's get back into the game. Spin around so we can look at the other tire. Now is while we're looking at this, might as well check out. Okay, so we basically need the tires changed. Okay, let's go get the jack. We should check the back one as well. Let me check the rear wheel before I start. Actions. So hopefully everyone's day is going well. I wonder how this slides. I mean, this kind of brings up an interesting yeah, gonna have to do that too. This brings up kind of interesting thing. How does it seems like this could drag it into the ground? At least that's that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, because this looks like a simple. Okay. We have to wait till it unscrews all those things. Oh wait, did I just cancel it? I believe I did. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's go get the front wheels off. No, I hate this jack thing. Come on. This is as bad as a window washer. Okay, it looks like it's up enough. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I started over. You're on YouTube this time. How you doing this morning? Yeah, speaking of YouTube, I think I found a solution to my affiliate project, for lack of a better word. Oh, wow. What I'm thinking about doing, well, first of all, I did a search to see if there was, I'm trying to understand how some partners and affiliates can get away with streaming. Okay, can get away with streaming on both platforms at the same time, even though it says you're not really allowed to do that. So yeah, I haven't found a solution for that yet. So what I might do, and in this the case like you're having right now, that's gonna make it a little difficult. But what I might do is record them as private, and then wait the 24 hours before making it the public. Um, that way I don't have to upload the videos. But yeah, I am considering that. But like I said, the downside is, like with your case right now, you wouldn't be able to watch if Twitch was having problems. And YouTube has been a nice fallback, for lack of a better word, for those who watch on Twitch. Twitch is twitchy. I mean, I've had issues with Twitch at times. It's either going slow or something. There's always something with Twitch. Okay, let me just check this. So, as I was saying a few moments ago, while I was talking to myself, yeah, I when I get back, I'm gonna start working towards the affiliate, just so I can, really, to be honest with you, the main reason I want to get affiliate is not so I can get people to subscribe and all that stuff. I want affiliate so I can play some of those games like marbles on stream. Now that might sound stupid, but hey, it's what I want. I could care less about subscriptions and all that good stuff. I could set up, okay, let's change all spark plugs and refuel the aircraft. Yeah, just refuel the aircraft BS. I hate it. I might, as the title indicates, I might switch to something else in a little bit. Yeah, I think I should. I mean, as far as how often I stream, I qualify for affiliate with that easily. Even with me being out sick. But yeah, it's just I just have to find a game. When I get back, I'll have to find some games that a few more people enjoy. Just enough to get, just enough to get the affiliate. And it's kind of weird. Once you become an affiliate, they kind of ignore you unless you do something wrong. So even after you get affiliate, you can go with just having one person or no people in your chat, which is kind of weird. But hey, it's their rules, not mine. There we go. Weird. I had to click. Um, it's kind of weird how that worked. Okay, now we need to change spark plugs, but let's move this ladder. Okay. You know, like I've said many times in the past, I prefer games that allow me to interact with chat. I like shooter games. I like driving games. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. But yeah, I like shooter games, like driving games, like all those. But I like interacting with people even more. Okay, so oh yeah, spark plugs. Okay, where are you? Do I need to pull this off to get to it? Wait, where are the... I think they're... Aren't they down here? Yeah. I think I had to pull this off. I'm used to the newer plane. Yeah, I kind of feel bad too, cause all this time, yeah, I've said I don't want to become an affiliate or anything like that, but now they're offering things to those groups that I think would make the stream more enjoyable, at least for me. That's interesting. Um, okay. Let's see. I gotta take this whole thing off, don't I? Yeah, I'm usually pretty, when I say something, I try my best to stick to my word. And in a way, I kind of feel like, yeah, it is popular too. And, I really feel that if, you've said it yourself, if I just get people in the door, so to speak, and starting conversations, I think things should take off. I mean, I'm sort of like Dave. Dave is, I don't mind the goofing off and giving each other a bad time. As long as people understand it's you know, all in good fun. Yeah, yeah, that's true. There's just parts of Twitch that I don't agree with, but hey, it comes down to I want access to what, they offer people who are partners and affiliates. So, bottom line, you know, even though, uh, even though the Tiwarog 68 is loud. I was in his channel yesterday. Whenever I go on his channel, I have to turn it way down. But they were going on about being scammed. So it caught my attention, so I stayed. Apparently, this guy was streaming on Twitch a few days before, like a day or two before, and was saying, "Oh, I lost my job and all this, and don't know what to do." So all these, I guess he's from the UK. So all these people start donating money. One person, according to Mr. T, as he prefers to be called, donated £1,000. Altogether, people donated. Wait, there's no spark plugs there. Did I go in the wrong way? Are they on the bottom? So, anyways, long story short, you know, uh, all these people donated. All of it's in here. And then all of a sudden, you don't see the guy for, you know, for like 24, 48 hours. I forget how long it was. And then you see him stream, and he's in a bar, just drinking. Yeah, see, they're over here. Drinking beers. And going tests the people on the stream. Oh, I've decided, due to all the support I got, I decided I'm gonna try streaming to make as a career. So, like Mr. T was saying, it's not that he was saying, first of all, he felt like the guy kind of was dishonest with those who gave money, but more than that, when people started asking him, questions, saying, well, I thought you were just, they felt like he had lied to them. And when they tried to say it nicely, he kept banning people just for bringing it up. So I guess that the point I'm not making too well. Wait, how do I get... I guess the main point is that it's getting more difficult for the honest people to, say, hey, I'm just trying to, like in my case, just trying to make a little money to pay for the games. People like that lie and deceive people, it really makes it hard for people to continue to be kind. And I've heard of scams over and over, and it really upsets me. And I think that's partly why. I think that's partly, only one spark plug is damaged. Okay. I think that's partly why I've held off from doing donations or anything like that. Well, all that, I guess I should have just checked them, huh? And even before that, right before I started streaming, there was a person in a wheelchair, and he was, giving his woe is me story, which, first of all, I can't stand people that, oh, feel sorry for me, I'm in a wheelchair. So people gave thousands of dollars to this guy. And one day in stream, he thought he had stopped streaming. And, so he didn't think he was streaming. and you see him back the chair up, and you see him stand up from the chair and walk away. So yeah, there's people like that. So and I know I'm not gonna scam people, but I guess it's like I I don't know, maybe association or what is it called? A guilty by association or whatever. Just because I'm disabled, you never know. So I don't, I don't want to get into. I've watched other screamers with disabilities, and people been harsh. There's this one guy with a muscular dystrophy, and people say, well, how do we know that you're really disabled? So yeah, the bad people in the world have made it bad, more difficult for those who are honest. So I know it sounds a little ridiculous, but it's just the way I am. Plus, I don't like asking for charity or help. But I think my wife is saying, yeah, it's time. Even though I'm the one that does all the finances. But, I get her point too. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this is done. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm a very charitable person myself. I'll help out others when I can. And, not only that, I just like being nice to people. You should. We all should be nice to each other. So, okay, let's see. Now I missed a perk that made this far faster. But yeah, we'll start going for that goal when I get back. I know a lot of my problem is foolish pride. So but yeah, the trick is gonna be finding something to stream that people want to see. But the problem is, most of what people want to see are first-person shooter games, or those like Final Fantasy type things, which they're okay. It's just not my. I like more realistic games. I've never seen in the news where soldiers are fighting aliens or creatures from other dimensions and all this. So it's kind of hard for me to get into those kind of games. And even if I did, as I've stated before, it's hard to interact with your viewer base when you're busy killing these monsters. So, but yeah, I am gonna start cities. Hopefully, while I'm recuperating, I'll be able to get in my chair for a few hours a day and come into the main PC and kind of practice a little. My tablet isn't powerful enough to run cities. So, have a Surface Pro 4, but which is basically like a notebook computer, but smaller, just as powerful. Oh yeah, another fact, I'll be on this afternoon while I'm waiting to go in under the knife, or don't know if I'll be under the knife or in the knife or what, but yeah, I'll be I'll be in there. Now they're saying it might not be until 7. I think they overscheduled surgeries. So naturally today it's all about don't eat. You can drink water. Don't eat. Which, it's not too difficult for me. So my lunch will be a liquid lunch. Fun stuff. Yeah, I'll be in there. I definitely will. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? It might be a good idea to get the propeller back on. I don't think the pilot would really appreciate. Here's your plane. How am I gonna fly? Well, do a lot of praying. Not my problem. But yeah, I'll definitely be on. I'm just not. I know I'll be on tonight. I'm just not sure about the next day. Okay, I think I'm done with this. Yes, we are. But I will definitely. Oh, that's really, yeah, great signature. Well, I am a wolf. I guess I should have like a paw print stamp. But usually I've had almost 30 surgeries in my life, and most of them, I Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I kind of thought you might after we start talking about Marvels, and the way you described what you like with those who stream Marvels. It's like perfect match. Okay, I need to replace the front windscreen, replace the propeller, replace the compressed legs. Why don't we just get a new plane? Yeah. Where is the machine gun on this? Oh wait, this is a trainer, isn't it? Yeah, I understand that. I mean, we're all, we all have our difficulties, and with what I gather so far of your situation, it's gone on longer than you expected. So, yeah, no worries there. And just hopefully your situation changes for you sooner than later. Okay, wait, how come I can't? Oh, because I have to click first. Okay, that one. Now, am I gonna have to take the wheel off to get that off? I think I will. kind of weird. That's the only thing we can change. Okay, let's go to. I think I will have to. Wait, where's my. Um. Oh, I know why. It won't even let me click on it because I don't have to jack. You know, to be honest, those who have come in the channel, you know, like you and Alpha Wolf helped me fine tune this my streaming software, so there's less lag. I'll probably just well, not there's no probably about it. I'm gonna give stuff to you know those people who have been supportive on and off. You know, like I said, it's not about the money for me. It's never has been. Okay, let me see. Wow, you can take the. Oh yeah, I guess. I guess it makes enough sense. This is a little iffy, to be honest. But you know, if I get um, if I get a lot of people in here, I'm gonna have to start thinking about moderators and all that stuff. Wait, did I take that one off? No, no wonder. I missed this. I missed the bolt. I don't really foresee any issues though. Yeah, that might be a nice problem to have, I suppose. I just, hopefully we won't have too many troublemakers. I know that one person that kept coming in here. I really had to bite my tongue. Quite a bit. I mean, it was difficult. He was really annoying. So you know, I wasn't crying when he said that he, you know, wasn't into the content any longer. It's like, oh, you know, I was all broken up. But I was a system administrator for a company that did online games. So I've dealt with people. I've dealt with people on the internet quite a bit. But I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to be. I want to be laid back, but I also want to make sure that no one is abusing anyone else. You know, being mean or bullying, stuff like that. Okay, let me see. What else needs replace the propeller? Man, I almost forgot it again, and it's sitting right there. They don't need a new propeller. What do I think about this game now that I've come back? Well, they haven't done anything with it. So nothing's really changed. Yeah, I do want to get to the multi-prop planes, but I mean I like it only because I like um, I like airplanes, so that's my intrigue with the game. If it weren't for my love of planes, it would have been uninstalled by now. It's too repetitive. Um, like I said, they haven't worked on it. Um, it's almost like it's okay. We did a few fixes. Here you go. See you later. Be gone with you. So it would be nice if they continued to support. Check the oil filter, check the fuel filter, refuel the aircraft. What a shock. They want the aircraft refueled. Wow. I would have never guessed that. Oh, come on. Really? Take the ladder. Yeah. Well, if memory serves me well, the when we went to the next plane, it wasn't as bad as it is with this one. I suppose because the other planes, there is, yeah, the refueling is a pain in the butt. But I think with this plane, since you don't have weapons and all that, there's not much more for you to do. I mean, the engine on this is pretty simple compared to the engine on the the fighter plane that you upgrade to. So I think that's why. Yeah, the refueling part is like, okay, been there, done that. I really hate the T-shirt, so take it away. But the thing that upsets me more than having to refuel so often is the fact that they just haven't done anything. And the sad part is the sad part about this is that they, the game, if they really put time into it, the game could be great. You can continue to add airplanes, stuff like that. Okay, let me see. I just want to check this. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't abandoned it. We're just not doing anything. Where's the fuel filter? Well, here's the pressure filter. Where's the fuel filter? I wonder if I need to go to the other side. But let me see if I can grab. There we go. Just grab that. Oh, no. Gotta take the door. I'll open the other side up. Yeah, that was disappointing. I mean, and that's what makes it difficult to really trust, especially these smaller developers. It's like you say, oh, they say, oh yeah, we haven't abandoned the project. And you say, okay, cool, and of course, I gotta take everything off. And it's always a risk. You like to believe, what you're told, but not always the case, unfortunately. You know, in my opinion, if a developer decides, okay, we don't have the resources to continue to support a game. You know, if you're at that point, I think I'll take the oil filter off. Yeah, if you are at that point, then at least do the people a favor and do some work on it just to add the ability for people to mod. I mean, if they allowed people to mod this game, then people would add. Okay, wait, we have a fuel filter, where's the fuel filter? So, that's just my opinion. I mean, if you're gonna abandon a project, okay, here we go. Yeah. And repairing things is a little ridiculous, if you ask me. It's like, to repair these things, you just re-oil them. So, yeah. So if that's the case, what, your car's not working? Just submerge it in oil. It'll fix everything. I know it's a little harsh, but sometimes that's the way it feels. It's like, there's no problem that oil can't fix. Yeah, I had high hopes for this game. How often have we said that about games in the back? Oh man. Yeah, how often have I said that about games? Oh, I saw it. Did it break? Well, let's try this one. I'm not sure if we fixed the other one. This thing looks like it needs replaced. Oh, come on. Overdid that again. Okay, now I know there's another one. But where? Is it on this end? Okay, where are you? There we are. Boy, I guess you have to go cross-eyed there to see it at first. I didn't I didn't hold it down long enough. So do I need to order these? Yeah. See, I screwed them up. Gotta order them. The sergeant's gonna be mad. Say, why are you wasting so much money? You think what made them, you think it grows on trees? Well, sir, I thought I saw a tree over there that had cashed in its Maybe. Besides, money back then, some of it was used paper, and paper was originally made with trees. So yes, in a sense, money does grow on trees. Back then, you could use that argument a little bit. By then, a lot of places were actually going towards a fabric. Like, I'm not sure about um, money in the UK and other places, but over here in the US, it's actually kind of a cloth material. Okay, let's get this on. I'm sure most of the world has gone to a similar material for money. Yeah, yes. A couple of days ago, EJ was talk about the Chernobyl, um, that town in Russia where the nuclear power plant blew up, and he was saying how good the plastic. Wow, what your change is plastic or the actual cash part? I mean, the notes are plastic. I'm just trying to figure out how that really works. Is it pliable still or is it kind of stiff? I mean, in a sense, that's actually ingenious because with there being so much plastic being tossed, it's kind of cool. It's foldable and it's slippable. Oh, yeah, I imagine so. But in a way, that's kind of ingenious because we have so. Yeah, try. I'm just, I'm gonna have to find a way to get me some of that. Um, wow, yeah, in one, like I was saying, in one sense, that's incredible. Um, Considering all the waste, the plastic that's gone in the, in the landfills. Check pistons and rings. Refuel aircraft. Okay, we're gonna refuel it first. That is incredible. Um, yeah, I can see how it would be difficult, but I actually I respect I respect that they're trying to find ways of you know wow, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I imagine it would make it difficult. It's like, so I imagine it's not as well. Let me ask, compared to like cards, like a deck of cards, I imagine it's not as thick as the playing cards, but I know playing cards are super slippery. Um, that's kind of the image that comes to mind as you're describing the currency. That might not be a correct comparison, but yeah, you said it slips around, and I know playing cards. I've always had. Okay, wow. Which means that it has more of a chance of actually um, tearing up or breaking up. Okay. Well, maybe it's good that you can't find things comparable because obviously they don't want it to be too easily duplicated. But okay. Wow. Okay, so now we have to do the pistons and stuff. And I can see, from the environmental point of view, um, I think it's great. But that said, from the consumer part of it, yeah, I can see how it would be a pain in the rear. Yeah, that is very interesting. I wonder if the U.S. is gonna one out with our current leader. Our current leader doesn't seem to care about the environment. They just last year he signed legislation that all the presidents have said they wouldn't sign that allows industries to dump their wastes into waterways. Um, it's Indian tribes fought that. They went to court and challenged it, and so far, it's still going through the legal system. Now, I have to take all this off just to take this off. So I am, I do think about the environment. I mean, especially here in the valley. Every time we go to the coast, oh gosh, it's next year, 2020. Yeah, I every time I talk to my relatives in Germany, I feel like I'm apologizing. It's like, really, we didn't all vote for that guy. It's like, if he wins re-election, I might be moving to Canada or Mexico. I don't know. I'm not used to all the hate. I don't hate people. Another fact, I think Pistons or rings. Matter of fact, I celebrate differences. Um, you know what? I need to get down here for the Pistons and rings, don't I? Bet. Okay. I just forget. It's been a while since I've done this. I've slept since then. Oh, you know what? They're up there. Okay. Let me put this back for now. I'll go up top side. I guess I have to take this off. No, not yet. But he's managed, I know over in the UK leaders, he's managed to take all of our allies, including our best ally, in my opinion, England has always been um, our closest ally. I mean, so yeah, he's managed to insult everyone and get everyone mad. If we do get someone else in office, I think most of their first term in office is going to be damage control. A lot of apologizing to countries. So, I hope it goes well. I just, the part that bothers me more than anything is the byproduct of the last election and the last, 3.5 years. Is actually 4.5 years now if you include the as he was running for office, the hate that's really came from all that. There's so much racist hate. And even those I've known most of my life, I'm just shocked at how the hate is just, I don't know, it's sad. It really deeply saddens me. Because I don't look at a person and see a color or anything like that. I look at a person, I see a person. I guess I've always been blind to color, religion, and all that. If someone treats me well, I treat them well. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, so I wonder. Yeah, I can't get to the rings up here, can I? Is it the Rodson? Wait, was it? Oh, it's the rings. Yes. Man, I hate that. You have to, yeah, I don't like that. You have to exit completely out. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, that would get me too. It's like, well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just. Yeah, when I sense that I'm getting frustrated and getting angry, that's a sign to stop. Yeah, if. Wow. Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of clipping in that game. It's like even the sponge, when I was wiping the counter, when I went to put it back, it clipped into the into the door and started banging everything around. One time when I was playing it off stream, it did that. Now let me see. Now, oh wait, what needs to come off? I need to take this cover off. But yeah, that's as a practice. If I get aggravated with the game, or if I sense I'm getting angry, I stop playing. I just put it away for a while and say I'll come back to it another time. Okay, so this needs Okay, so I do need to do this down here. You know, I'm glad we're not being timed. But yeah, that game could be frustrating. I've had to basically say, okay, I'm done for say, kind of walk away. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Take a break, come back to it later. Wait, what's? Oh, I need to take the Okay, wow. So yeah, it gets frustrating. But I have games that I had a lot of difficulty with, and I just take a break and I come back later, and it seems to work out. But the best advice I can give anyone, yeah, the best advice I can give anything, the best advice I can give anyone with that game in particular. Oh, that's not gonna come out, is it? Am I gonna have to take the top off now? Yeah, I wonder if I need to. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we have to take the spark plugs out. Wow. This is pretty, but I'm kind of stubborn that way. I refuse to let a game defeat me. So even if it takes me, a year. But yeah, as far as cooking simulator sandbox mode is gonna be your best friend. And I mean, I'm really starting to use sandbox mode to really practice recipes, get them down pat. I just haven't gotten to that point. But it's helped me with a few recipes actually. Okay, let me see. Wow, really? Let me see. I can't take these off. Okay, wait. There's something up here then. Can I see the push rods? Oh, wait. Wait, did I just take that off? No. I thought I took it off. I don't like how you can't. Well, let me see. Oh, okay. That's kind of strange. You have to hold the button down. I forgot about that. That's right. I think we're pulling this off. Yep. Okay, so now we have to take all that off just to inspect. Well, all of these, I don't remember seeing so many rings. They're all bad. Okay, so I need to go up at the top and take the rod off. I believe I have to take the rod off. No, that's right. Okay, now I don't think we can fix these. I think these just need to be. Okay, so I'm gonna order these. This might fix it. It's, I could easily just go through and have it, take them all off or check them all. But let's go one at a time, just for sake of argument or sake of time. Okay, that didn't fix it. It didn't take it didn't say, okay, you're done. So now we move to the second one. Let me get this one completely put back together. See, I like these kind of games just because it's easy going and what, I can't put this on yet? Okay. I mean, they're easy going, they're slow paced. I can easily look over at chat and see if anything is going on. Oh, wait. Let's see how far I can get this reassembled. So, that's the part I like. I like games that allow me to look at chat. I go into some of those channels and chat is going by so fast, and all I can think is how the heck do you keep up with what's being said? Oh, wait, I could put this on. It just doesn't seem enjoyable. It seems more stressful. But that's just my opinion. I'm an okay reader. I don't read super fast. I'm not slow either, but I go and see. I went into a channel with 1,000 people. I could not keep up with chat to save my life. I don't see how the streamer. It was going by so fast. Okay, that time it worked. I'm sure you've gone into channels and this. I mean, I think we all have gone into channels with tons of people, and the chat just goes by so fast. It's like you can't keep up with what's going on. I think like EJ's stream. I think that's about as large of a channel. Oh wait, there is a. That's right. Take that off. Okay. But yeah, I think 600 people. I think that's about the max for me. And even that, it's like, you have a choice. You can either watch chat or you can watch what's being streamed. Oh, did I not put the head gasket on the other one? I think I had to. I'm gonna have to say that we did put the gasket on because it wouldn't allow us to assemble this. Yeah, as this is screwing in, I'm gonna go turn on the fan. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what other Twitch games um, we could play that might be interesting once we become an affiliate. I think the one that I can roll out right now is that oh that I forget the name of it. There's the one where you sing. Yeah, no one wants to hear me. Uh, I'd probably break people's headphones and speakers, which is kind of sad. When I was in high school, I was in a choir and barbershop quartet. It was kind of interesting how I got into that part of the music department in junior high, actually elementary school. I started learning to play the trumpet. So by the time I got to junior high, I went into the band, and I was doing pretty good with the trumpet. And actually had the teacher from the workshop created a brace that I could mount on my wheelchair to hold the trumpet in place so I could drive my wheelchair I could drive my wheelchair with one hand. Obviously, that's a must, and play the trumpet with the other hand. Well, I was doing well. Practice hard, as you should, and practiced and marched and all that good stuff, which was a little challenging, but I got it down. And 4 days before our first parade, the teacher came up to me and said, I know this might disappoint you, but you're not gonna be um, marching with the trumpet section. I need you to be with the drum section. I want to mount one of those drums on the back of your chair, and you can, it'll help that drum. I guess the guy couldn't carry the drum. So yeah, all that hard work, and the teacher just said, "Nah, you're not gonna march the trumpets. You just gonna have a drum tied to the back." And I don't know if you remember. I believe yesterday I shared that I have a spastic reflex where I would jump. Just think of it like when the doctor taps your right below your knee with that tester and your leg goes up. Well, mine is magnified to the whole body. So if I have a drum on the back of my chair and someone's pounding on that drum, I'm going to be jumping. And the teacher knew that. I think bottom line, after that I thought back, and that teacher really never did like the idea of me being in the band. But they were forced to have me in the band because of new laws. Back when I was in elementary school, I actually had to have the governor of the state of California, which interestingly enough back then was Jerry Brown, when he first served, 40 years ago. He then became governor again, and he served his 2 years out a few years ago, and but anyways, the governor of the state of California had to force the school districts in the 70s to, had to force them to accept me. So after that, all kinds of different laws changed. I remember as a young boy writing a letter to his office, telling him that I didn't think it was fair that I couldn't go to a regular school, as I call it. Back then there were special schools and regular schools. And I said, it's not fair. And he took action. So I think that was the teacher's way of getting me out of band. It worked. And I wasn't going to do all that work just to end up, with a drum strapped on the back of my chair. So at that point, that's when I got into the choir. I started out with just, I guess the entry level. Wait, why are all okay, that one's damaged. Okay, so I think this was the same case the first time around, wasn't it? if memory serves me well, when we went through the career before, it was the first and the last. Um, yeah. So let's go replace this. Let's button the plane up and let the pilot go out and wreck. I know. Signature sucks, but that's okay. The game isn't called who can sign the best. No, 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 no. There we go. Yeah, look at all the challenges growing up, all the discrimination. It's kind of weird having discrimination due to disabilities, but yeah, we had it in this country. And I wouldn't change a thing. If it weren't for all of those experiences, I wouldn't be the person I turned out to be. Yeah, it was. I mean, like I said, I knew what. I mean, I wasn't stupid. I knew what was going on. Even in college, I went to take a Spanish class, and the professor um, asked me to stay after. First day of class. Can you stay after? I like to, talk to you. Um, so okay, cool. At first I thought, okay, cool. The professor wants to, learn of, any possible issues I might, or assistance I might need. So I went up to her desk afterwards, and she looked around. She waited till every single person was out of that class. And she said, she told me, I strongly advise you to go drop this class or this course as soon as you can. And, I'm not one to interrupt, so I let her talk. Usually people will continue to talk and make it worse for themselves. Well, this case was no different. She went on to say, no disabled person in a wheelchair has ever passed her class. So I looked at her. I wanted to say quite a bit. I just looked at her, smiled, said thank you for your candor, left, went directly to the dean's office, and repeated what she had just told me. Apparently, someone else had reported her for same reasons in the past, so that professor lost their tenure. I basically told the dean if they don't do something about that, I wouldn't be paying for my education. It would be on, they would be paying after taking them to court. So that professor lost their tenure, but it turned me off of learning Spanish. It really did. And I know that's unfair. I know, there's so many people, Spanish speaking people I know, they're so kind. But I already know, German, which, to be honest, there's really not a need for German in the valley. There's not too many German speaking people here. Okay, so I just buttoned this up. So yeah, that was disappointing. Oh yeah, I have to put all these back on. I guess I didn't have to take these off, did I? Oh well, it's all good. But yeah, I've had some instructors, professors, and teachers that were really jerks, but I've also had some that were incredible. I mean, they helped figure out ways of me um, taking tests and all that. Since I can't write, I mean, I am, my hand's just not set to write. For years, I recorded my classes on tape recorder. But if you think about it, what's the problem with recording a class on a recorder? Well, the problem is you have to listen to the whole recording again, which literally means you're taking a class more than once, one time a day. So, for most of my years of school, that's the way I got ready for tests. And some of those, and starting with teachers in junior high, all the way through last years in college, they offered students extra credit if they would copy their notes from me. Now they would wait a few weeks to figure out who the good students were and then approach them. So yeah, it wasn't all bad experiences, but sadly we remember bad experiences. Um, Sometimes more so than the good. I prefer to remember the good over the bad, but you know, you can't. Obviously, you can't forget the bad ones. But you know what was interesting when we lived in Germany, which was the late 70s. Back then, and this is coming from like I said, most of my family is German. They still live over there. But back in the 70s, you didn't see disabled people in the public. Okay, is this still screwing things down? Yes, it was. So, we'd go down. We lived in Firth, which is right near Nuremberg. So we go into Nuremberg, and why can't I put this on? And people would stare, because back then, those with disabilities, they put into their own villages. So basically, they had people that lived in the village that would help everyone with disabilities. But once you became an adult, you went to those villages unless your family was very well off. So, I would go into Nuremberg with my family, and some of the Germans weren't too friendly. Most of them were. Some of them would yell out stuff. Hey, look, Hitler missed one. And the reason they said that, when Hitler was testing best way to kill people, he first tested it on their disabled community. So yeah, usually the ones that yelled it out were the older Germans. At times like that, I wish I didn't know German, but it wasn't too many. It was funny. The ladies of the night, I'll just leave it at that. It was, when we go down certain streets, they'd all smile and wave. So they were the friendliest. And, I was, I wasn't old enough to conduct business with them. I didn't know what they were. I just knew, hey, look at the nice ladies. They're so friendly. But what's interesting about Germany is back in the 70s, accessibility wasn't really a thing. Really? No thanks. Let me check that real fast. It actually says Fresno Wolf. Huh. Let me put the. Let me see if. Let me see here. Now, are you using. I'm gonna put the link up. Is this still a link you're using? Because I have my. I have it streaming. I have it streaming both. Boy, why is YouTube so... YouTube seems a little blurry. Maybe because I had it... Okay, now it's on 1080. It's a YouTube. Oh, okay. The description. Oh, okay. Support the stream. Okay, I see. I'm gonna have to fix that. Thanks. Yeah, I guess I overlooked something. Thank you. Yeah, again, for anyone wondering, the reason why I switched from Fresno Wolf to Dire Wolf is every channel I went in, everyone would just call me Fresno. And I'm not, even though I live in Fresno, and the nickname Fresno Wolf is something that I've had since I moved here. This guy on the radio, amateur radio, I get on there and start talking. No, it's all good. Fix the problem with left side ignition system. Hey, what? No refuel? Wow. Oh, look. This is timed. So the left side ignition system. Okay. No, never apologize. I really appreciate that. Left side ignition. Ignition. Where's the ignition? Left side ignition. That's the wire. There we go. Now I'm probably gonna have to take the top off. Okay. Well, I guess not, because we have Gumby hands. That's funny. We should have not been able to take that out. I don't know how we got that unbolted. So yeah, by the time I come back to stream, after my surgery, after I recover, YouTube will not, or should not be available for live streams. So as I'm trying to qualify for affiliate status, I will have it streamed to private, and then I'll have to wait the 24 hours. I think I messed that one up. And then I can put it live. I just don't want to have to upload the video. I tried that before and it takes hours. Okay, let me see if that's let me see if the part is fixed. Okay, it is fixed. Let's get it back on. So that's the plan. But I still maintain that I don't think it's fair that I should have to do that, since I see a lot of streamers multi-streaming that are affiliates or partners. So, I personally don't think it's fair or right to have rules that they let certain people break. But let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, back when I was in Germany, accessibility really wasn't a thing. And in the early 2000s, I learned that some of those hotels that we stayed in, like the Grand American Hotel, stuff like that, and some of the better known German hotels in the bigger cities actually made some changes and are among some of the replace all worn parts in the engine. Okay. Some of the most accessible hotels in the world. So yeah, it's a complete 180. And a lot of other countries have done the same thing, which is kind of interesting if you ask me. Years ago, the United States was the top country as far as accessibility goes, and they've kind of slipped. Now you see so many of the other countries with very unique approaches to accessibility. Okay, I'm just gonna take everything off, and I guess I should take the propeller. Let me go ahead and just, okay, that's so good. So, yeah, and I've heard a number of people say that a number of countries, like even India, have a pretty good accessibility in their big cities. Now, if you go to smaller cities or towns, yeah, obviously that's not going to be the case, nor would I want it to. Just the same as we have some historic places here in California. One in particular is Hearst Castle. Okay, I have to take that off. Which is a mansion that was well known, and it became kind of a museum of sorts. Well, I went there in the mid '80s, and I couldn't get to the second story, so I couldn't get to a lot of areas. But what the staff did is they offered to take our video camera, and they took the video camera and basically took it all through the museum, even areas that weren't accessible to the public. And they recorded it all and narrated, and came back and gave us the recorder, the camcorder. And I thought that was remarkable. I thought that was a good compromise. Well, apparently not every person in a wheelchair likes, to compromise. Um, what happened in the either late 90s or early 2000s, someone decided to sue Hearst Castle, and they were forced. Okay, that's damaged. They were forced to put an elevator in that old mansion, which I have a serious problem with. First of all, the ADA, which is basically Americans with Disability Act, not the dental. People, every time I mention ADA, they say, isn't that the Dental Association? Anyways, it does have a clause in there saying that buildings that were built before a certain time did not have to follow those rules, which I fully agree with. So Hearst Castle actually fell within that guideline. Okay, I'm going to take that off. And shouldn't have been required to go through that kind of modification. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to change this, cause yeah, I can't be. So let me go do that. And before I start, I know I'm gonna have to tear the engine apart more, but let me just try this first before I take it all apart. But yeah, it really upset me. So all the new generations that come through are gonna go to what what they call a historical building, and they're gonna see an elevator, and people are gonna think, "Wow, they had elevators back then." It's just sad. Part of being disabled, in my opinion, is adapting to your environment. Your environment should not always have to adapt to you. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, I'm gonna have to dig into this engine more, I guess. Which we knew we'd have to, but we were just trying. So yeah, that's what did I just okay, I thought I put it back on. So we had a restaurant here in town that was an old brick building. It was called the Old Hofbrau, which they said they served German food, but I went there once. There was I didn't see a single German dish on the menu, but that's beside the point. Beautiful building. Person came from up in the Sacramento area and went there and decided, dang, I can't get to the bathroom, so I'm going to sue them. So they sued the Hofbrau. And what ended up happening is the building it would have been so expensive to modify, make changes, that they ended up closing the restaurant. They actually had, the building ended up being taken down. But the ADA, in my opinion, it's good to have laws to help, with accessibility. But what the ADA end up doing is helping people make money. There are groups of disabled people that go around the state and sue businesses and end up closing businesses just to make money. They make money doing this, and a lot of them are on state assistance programs, and they don't lose their assistance. Oh wait, was something back here red? No, it's all good. So it's gonna be in the internal workings. So yeah, a restaurant I used to go to when I was in high school. It was kind of a 50s style diner, and I think I've mentioned this in stream before, but it was a 50s style diner. And I go there for lunch. We had an open campus when I was in high school, which basically meant that you could go off campus at lunch. So I go to the place, and they were so nice. They helped me get seated, well, move chairs and all that. They even cut my hamburger in half. Back then, I could actually pick up a burger. They cut my hamburger in half. Very nice couple. Well, the same person that sued the Hofbrau sued them a year after they had had a fire. And she sued them. Obviously, it was a female. She sued them because she couldn't get to a specific table she wanted to sit at. She couldn't get there easily. Now, I know the couple, they would have accommodated her if she'd asked. That put them out of business. And that restaurant had been in that city for years. And yeah, it just angers me how oh wow. Now should I dig in further? I know, scribble, chicken scribble. I'm wondering if I should gut this engine completely, or if it's really warranted. Or it did say go through and check, didn't it? Okay. Well, we can check the, I guess we should. We'll check the pistons and the rods. So, which means I'll have to take top off as well. So, it's kind of a difficult position as an advocate. I firmly believe that people should have the same equal rights. But that said, I don't agree when those rights come at such a high cost to others. Like I said, disability doesn't mean that you have a right to everything. You have to adapt to your environment. Oh wait, I have to take this. There we go. And unfortunately, these new generations think that they're entitled to so much, and sadly, it carries over to the disabled community. They're people too, so they think they're entitled, and when they don't get what they want, then they'll make sure the person pays. And this particular person that I was referring to, um, I was I've due to my advocacy, I'm invited to give speeches at different um, conferences, stuff like that. This person approached me on 2 occasions. She had a list of businesses known to have accessibility issues and a list of lawyers more than willing to help sue those businesses. And she said, hey, you want to help, this is the best way to help. And she went on to say, it's also financially good for you. She said she bought a house by doing that. She has a new van, all this other stuff, you know. And yeah, it lit a fire in my blood. I got very angry. I didn't yell at her, but I basically told her I think that it's disgusting what she's doing, and apparently she didn't listen the first time. So the second time I even got a little harsher. I said, never approach me with this kind of filth again. I told her that it's thoroughly disgusting. And I said, if I hear of her trying to recruit people again, I'm going to have someone look very carefully into the assistance that she gets from the state, just to make sure that she's not committing fraud. I never saw her again. I think every time she saw me at a conference, she probably just went the other way. But yeah, that angers me more than anything. Okay, let's get back. Hopefully that part is off. Yes, it is. And I apologize if I know sometimes stories can be a little boring. But, life experiences should be shared so, to help prevent repeats of certain things. I forget. With this game, I think you have to wait till they offer different perks, I believe. I think that's the way it works. Now, I might have to take all this stuff off later. Let me take it. Oh, wait. We already have that. So I apologize if I'm, boring anyone. Not my intention, but, like I said, experiences, you should share experiences with the hope that it'll help prevent repeats. No, wrong button. We don't want to assemble it yet. So since that experience with that person, I have made it my mission to help change the laws that at least require the person wanting to sue a business to approach that business and try to come up with a solution. Because, as it said before, you can go somewhere. The favorite thing to do was to go somewhere and, okay. And for example, if you can't get in the restroom, you just see them. You didn't, talk to them or anything. You just see them. No warning. And I personally firmly believe that that shouldn't be allowed. Matter of fact, when I served on the board of directors for for an agency, we had our board retreats in Monterey. That's right, Monterey, California. And the hotel we stayed at, I couldn't get in the front door of my room. I mean, it was just too tight. Um, so, I didn't see them. I went down to spoke to the manager, shared my issue, and they actually set me up in another hotel at their cost and refunded my money, which the agency actually paid for, but that was cool. And they assured me, because they knew why we were there, they assured me by next year's retreat they would fix a lot of the accessibility issues. So we went the next year, and boy did they. The room I had was incredible. It was as if they took two rooms and combined them. It was almost like in like a suite or something. It was pretty sweet. So I guess the moral or the whole message behind this story is, if you simply just approach people and explain, hey, there's this issue, regardless how small or big, if you bring it to their attention, more times than not, they are more than happy to work with you and try to find a solution. Now, the solution might not be, as great as what I found in that particular issue. Hey, how you doing? Things are going well. Going real well. Just kind of a chill stream today. Um, Going into for surgery later today. Okay, well, hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, this game is pretty good. Just a warning though. It does get a bit repetitious. For example, refueling. No, I don't think I need to change anything on this first one. So, I guess I'll just start checking the other pistons. But yeah, welcome and thanks for stopping by. Let me check something real quickly. So, hopefully I'm not boring anyone with my stories. Something's a little strange with the person that came in. They left so soon, and either quick. But that's a pretty nice offer. I mean, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Hopefully they come back. And let's hope they know I won't be on for a week. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a nice overlay. It'd be nice if my Don Wolf worked properly. It won't. It doesn't want to. It's not moving. I mean, the mouth is moving. So, okay. I guess I should have tested this. Okay, let's take this off. Yeah, we need to get the perks so we take the parts off faster. Oh, that's right. I don't know why I'm having what I call brain fart. Once we get to 500, that's when we get. That's when we can choose. We just have to check these piston rings. You know, if these, once we check these, we'll put it back together. I think this is, missions like this is a great introduction. Say, here's what is to come. Kind of getting you familiar with the aircraft. So, not sure if you're still here, Pi. I'll probably do one more mission. Let me see. Not sure if I'm gonna switch to something else. Whoa. I thought I was gonna take this off first. There we go. Oh wait, I can take this off without. Hold on, let me see if I can duplicate that. I think that was a bug. Because it actually... Well, look. We're able to take... Now, is this gonna actually work? You're not supposed to be able to take this off without taking these off. So what's gonna happen? I think we found a way to manipulate the game. Yeah, look. Wow. That's definitely a bug. Or I don't recall being able to... I don't recall seeing that before. Okay, that one's fine. Let's look up at the top. Actually, we already checked everything at the top. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're still here, Pi, but have you seen that before? I know you've watched this game in a few other channels, but have you seen someone... Have you seen someone be able to, well, look at, let's take all these off. Yeah, there's definitely a glitch or something in the game. That is just strange. Why did it let us take all these off? what about the other oh, maybe that's what the other screws are for. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I call it a brain fart. I'm having a lot of them today. I think I'm a little stressed about the upcoming surgery. Even though I've had a number of surgeries, there's no such thing as a simple surgery. Okay, I'm going to start buttoning this up. Let me check the parts real quick. See if there's a... I thought I saw red. No? Okay, let's button it back up. I'm not sure what I switched to be honest. You know, let me stop something real fast. I'm gonna look at his profile, cause I'm thinking this might be more of an advertisement. I don't know if you checked it out. I think this guy might have a possibly. Well, there's nothing in his profile. Wow. I think you know what? I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna put much stock in that. Pi, remember what we were discussing about streamers that and people that don't even bother um, to put a custom icon or picture. It's one of those cases. I mean, I truly I like the wait. Why didn't it have us? Yeah, I think there's a lot of bugs in this that I'm seeing for the first time. Why didn't it require us to put the gaskets on the other? Okay, well, let's just get it together. Worry about the other later. So, I'm not sure if Pi is still around. I haven't seen her say anything. If not, if you're not around, then thanks for stopping by. You might be on the phone or something like that. I know you usually watch the stream, have the stream going in the background, which is truly appreciated. But yeah, I mean, this game isn't that bad. Like I've said before, my chief complaint about this game is just, especially like the fuel in the plane, it just becomes too repetitive. Yeah, see, look at, let's take that off and without taking these, so next time we know, we can check these, if these parts here look okay, then we can just yank the whole thing down. Oh, we didn't check those push rods. Oops. We might be taking this off again. Let me me see. Let me check the status. It's probably not gonna say. No. I don't know why that post or that the person that came in and said, I don't know why it's kind of sticking with me. Not sure. I guess it goes back to what we were talking about before. Seeing, okay, wait, where's the cursor? There we go. I lost the mouse for a moment. You know, we've seen so many. The problem is we've seen so many people that try to exploit people that sadly affects the trust. Now I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna try something. If I do this and go back. Okay, it doesn't restart it. Earlier when I did that, I could have swore it went ahead and automatically screwed everything in very quickly. So I'm glad it didn't. So I think I'm done with storytelling time. I might have put Pi to sleep. And Pi saying, hey, this is a great bedtime stream. Mr. Wolf will tell me stories about his life and help me go to sleep. Actually, there's nothing wrong with that. I've been in streams before and I've actually fell asleep. And woke up later. And embarrassingly, it's kind of embarrassed to admit, but I've done that in Cringer's stream a number of times. You know, early on when he was just beginning, you know, he was trying to become an affiliate. And, you know, trying to show my support. And like I said, sometimes he gets into these games that not terribly exciting, but still want to show my support. And yeah, I think I fell asleep a number of times. But, you know, like we all say, lurkers are always welcome. Lurkers, in my opinion, are what make Twitch successful. I mean, just the fact that someone is in your channel watching or sleeping in my case. So sorry, Cringer. No offense meant. He really has good content. He is entertaining. But yeah, lurkers help streams more than people realize. And one thing I will never do, I will never target a lurker. In other words, I won't go on the list and see, hey, there's so and so. They're not talking. I won't call people out. I've been in that position. I've a lot of times. I don't feel like chatting. I just want to have something in the background, kind of entertaining and learning. Figuring out a game or something like that. I don't, in those cases, I don't necessarily want to, be involved. So I respect that. I'm not going to judge people. I'm not going to call them out or whatever. I've seen streamers that do that. I don't like it. Okay, I think I have to... Okay, wait, what's next? What's next? I don't see anything highlighted. Okay, I had to... Wow. There's still some bugs in here, obviously. I had to go from dismantle to, uninstall to reinstall parts. I had to switch back and forth before it showed me what parts were next. Now, there is an expert mode. Oh, internet went down. Okay. I had an interesting person come in chat. Netchin Sama 360. I tell you, I butchered people's names. Came and went in the channel pretty quickly. And basically it said, hello, how are things? I found... Oh, okay, you can still see the chat. So, it was quick. It's a nice offer. But the thing that kind of gets me is, like we were talking about yesterday, with people on Twitch that use the default. They use the default pictures or emblems, symbols. Another thing it says here, have a look at the reference in my profile banner. And I went to his profile. There's nothing there. So as much as I like to think the best of people, I'm sadly still a little suspicious. Yeah, no, that's the one problem with the restream. It's like, I'm looking at Twitch right now, and it's saying that I'm saying, and it has the bracket with your name, and then says what you're saying. So yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of strange. It's like you would think the software for that, you know what, I'm putting this back together, and it's... Oh, okay. Wait, this isn't done. So what did I miss? No. Darn it, I'm putting everything together. I forgot. Oh, really? Isn't that kind of strange? I don't remember having that when I come and go from streams. We still have parts. Oh, so yeah, it might be a YouTube thing. You're right. Man, I have to take all this off again. So there's something I'm missing. I missed something. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I need to do. I think it might be the rear part of the engine. Because I went through. But here's what was interesting when we were doing this. Okay, why can't I back out? Come on, back out. Wow. Here's something that was kind of interesting. Um, when I was taking parts off, it actually let me take this off before taking the bottom bracket parts out of here, the cylinder block. So it let me take this off without fully disassembling the bottom part of it, which I don't remember being able to do that before. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be Gumby, take parts off that I shouldn't be able to reach. Let me take the top off. I'm gonna get behind here. The one part I didn't check that I should have checked is right behind here. The I think the guys are here to finish framing, doing all the framing for the concrete work. They're gonna pour concrete tomorrow, which, part of me thought about rescheduling because I like to be here when all that's done. Okay, there must be something on the other side, but then I was talking to my wife. I was saying, I really don't want to reschedule that. I want to get it over with. So I mean, I hopefully I should be out of surgery tonight and just recovering. So, she can kind of watch them over here. Yeah, I forgot to check under here. I forget if there's parts under. There should be parts. This is like the transmission, I believe. So next time I stream, I should be able to show at least part of the finished job. Okay, now is there something back here that... Yeah, see? Oh wait, we can't. What, these aren't actually parts that you can check? Oh, there we go. Why does this part look so bad? Yeah, that one's fine. Oh no, I gotta take this back off. Which means I have, man, I tell you. That's one thing about this. It doesn't hold your hand at all. But there is an expert mode to this, which I don't think I would switch to anytime soon, because it doesn't highlight your screws or nuts or bolts. So it wouldn't highlight all this. You would have to manually know exactly where the parts are. Yeah, so if I go here and I go back out, yeah, I thought it would continue to unscrew the bolts. Yeah, I know. I think we had this problem before too. Maybe this is why maybe that's why I kind of abandoned this game because, well, to be honest, this one's my fault because it does tell you when you've found all the problems and installed replacements properly, and I buttoned everything back up. So that's on me. I can't really blame the game for that. That's my bad. But yeah, it gets a little. I mean, waiting for these screws that come out or bolts that come out is a little ridiculous. You know, we got mosquitoes bad. We had all that rain um, in February and all that. Especially in February, we had record rain after so many years of drought. And I think all that rain we've had, first quarter of this year, has brought mosquitoes. And my wife and I, and actually everyone else we talk to, are just being eaten alive by these mosquitoes. I mistakenly just brushed my hand against my armrest, and the bite now burns. So yeah, it's annoying. Oh, come on, really? Wait, can I at least check wait, I shouldn't have to take this off because it's in good shape. So, what's left? And why can't I, wait, what's this one? There's, okay, we got this one, but there's a gear here. Yeah, I don't like how you can't get the exact angle. There's another gear here somewhere. I don't know what to do. This thing seems fine. I've gone through the whole engine. Oh, you know what? Let me check real closely with spark plugs. These all seem fine. Unless I have a piston somewhere that's, or I'm in a rod. So I'm gonna have to take these off again. Yeah, see, look, I didn't even have to take that off. So there's definitely a bug somewhere in this, a glitch. I shouldn't be able to take this completely off that without disassembling the bottom part. But yeah, it's gonna drop off here in a second. See, look, is that realistic? So wait, if I go to put this back on, wow. Does that seem right to you? It seems a little sketchy. I thought I thought the game didn't allow you the ability to skip ahead. So now I'm got to. I think I checked the rods in this one. Now I'm gonna check them. Um, there might be a few, but a lot of the games I was looking forward to have come out, and a number of them were disappointing. That's why I didn't stream them. Okay, those are okay. Yeah, I have a list of things on my Steam account. You know, I keep like keep an eye on type deal. I'm gonna check this one last time just to make sure I checked all the rods. I'm thinking the only thing I believe it could be is a rod, a push rod that needs replaced. No, these are all good. Yeah, everything looks okay. So let me check the last two. Yeah, the push rods are the only thing I don't think I checked. Ah, there we go. Let me check the remainder of these. Okay, so I'll leave that one open. Let me check this one. So, okay, that might be it. We might have just overlooked a push rod. Which, you know, to be honest, that's my bad. That's not the game's fault. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that one back on. And then we can go back over here. Like I've said many times before, okay, it's this one. Oh, I gotta undo the top now, don't I? I've said many times before, oh man, do I have to... The game isn't too bad, but, it's a lot of, you know, it's all repetitive stuff. The worst part is refueling. And then when the refueling seems to slow down, there's something else to take its spot. The next one is like rearming the gun, which isn't as bad. I think the refueling has got to be the most annoying aspect. Okay, let me see if I can get to that push rod now. Come on, need to get further down. Then we go around. Also, the one another thing that's a little problematic, at least for me, is navigating, getting around this thing is a little. It is a little annoying. Okay, what's stopping this? No, 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 no. Do I have to take that all off just to get? Perhaps. Okay, I'll take it all off. But yeah, that gets a little getting around this gets a little. Okay, now I should be able to take this. Ah, crap. Okay, let me move upward, see if I can at least get an indication. Oh, I can't click on the push rod. No. So what's up here keeping the push rod? No. Oh wait, where is the push rod? I can see it. I can see the red. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in a little. Oh, I might have to take this out. Yep. That's it. I have to unscrew this. Okay. I'm glad this wasn't a timed thing. So, Playa, you're having internet issues today? I know yesterday, I believe it was, someone was having quite a bit of internet difficulties. Well, there we go. Let's drop down here. Huh, that's interesting. Oh no, now what? It's not letting me. Let me see. Oh, duh. I unscrewed it, but I didn't. Okay. So let me get another push rod. Okay, chicken scratch. Bok bok. Okay, I got you. Yeah, especially the older equipment can get a bit finicky, so to speak. Okay, let's get the push rod in. Okay, there we go. And now we got the green light to move forward, so to speak. So now we can put it all together. See, I shouldn't have put it together without getting that indication. So that, like I said, that's all on me. Boy, sometimes this nice shiny chrome ends up being a little annoying. The, the reflection, I mean the bright reflection, it gets a little difficult to see what you're doing. Yeah, before I went into psychology, I was basically computer science, computer admin in college. So I actually have 3 bachelor degrees because after I got the 2 in computer work, I figured, okay, well, the computer degrees are really not going to help me unless I want to move out of the valley. So I went and got my bachelor's in psychology and then went for my master's. So yeah, I think had I gone to college probably about maybe 8 years sooner, it would have been a little better here in the valley. But here's the problem. About the time I went through college, people going into the computer field here in the valley at least, they would take temporary jobs in in different businesses here in the valley, like county jobs and for different counties, hospitals. They'd work for hospitals for a bit. And once they gained the experience, they moved into Silicon Valley and areas like that to continue, their careers. See, the problem is they couldn't just go down to Silicon Valley and say, okay, here I am. The one question that's always asked, what real world experience have you received? And so that's why they had to get jobs before um, going. And for me, with my disability, I can't just get up and move. Especially before I met my wife. I mean, you have to remember, I require help too and everything. So, in order for me to move, just to move from one city to another in the valley, obviously I had to come to Fresno to get a place to live, make sure I could get around. But then, since I need help, transferring and all that, I have to hire someone before I move to help me, transfer from my chair and all that stuff. So yeah, moving from the valley to Silicon Valley, which is towards the coast further, that would be a logistical nightmare. So yeah, it's not terribly easy for someone in my position just to simply get up and move. Oh, did I not put... Okay, I did put that. So there's that part. So yeah, based on all the information that I, was starting to realize, like, okay, a job in the valley, in the computer field, I'd always be at kind of a lower end, pay, as far as pay, I couldn't start my own business, which was my intention, because there's not enough demand. So that's when I said, okay, it's time to change my plan. Now, my friend that I went to high school with, he had a similar plan as I did, but yeah, he ended up working for a few businesses here in the valley for a while, and then he started his own company, moved up to the Fremont area, which is basically Silicon Valley. And okay, what am I missing? And started his own business, and actually worked for like Intel and a few other people as an individual contractor. And after doing that for a number of years, I guess Intel got tired of paying for an outside contractor to do the job, so they offered him a job, and he took it. So yeah, but that took a lot of years. He had to move a number of times. Something I couldn't easily do, so I had to rethink my whole career plan, which obviously worked out. If I hadn't taken the path I did, I wouldn't have met my wife. I'd probably be a single man right now. Okay, hopefully this goes well. Which would have made my biological parents just happy. They didn't think that I should get married. I wasn't supposed to live a normal life, or whatever is normal. It's always funny. Oh, come on, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, you. Okay, let's try to at least get to 500, shall we? We'll do one more. I guess we're not gonna switch to another game. We'll do one more, see if we can do this job faster without making the same mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from those mistakes. Okay, we gotta check. Oh, this is gonna be simple. Refuel and check the undercarriage. Every time I hear that undercarriage thing, I think of movies like Austin Powers. He says he gave his undercarriage a good wash. I don't know why. It's interesting exactly what things kind of stick to you, stick in your mind. And those were pretty funny movies. Some people didn't appreciate the humor making fun of James Bond movies, but hey, if you didn't, if you can't laugh at it, then maybe you're taking an issue or side too seriously. I've always told people life is too short to take life too seriously. I don't have time to be serious. I'm too busy laughing my butt off at life. kind of have to be that way. Okay, we have to look at the undercarriage, which means the tires. I'll check this. Okay, it's gonna be the wheels. It always is. This stupid pilot doesn't know how to land properly. Okay, wait, is it just gonna be the one wheel? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to put the front on the lift. I keep forgetting. I can do the right mouse button to back out. Okay, let's check the back. Tail skid. Okay, yeah. So we have, yeah, I did it again. So we have this, and we have the front right brace and the front left tire. My main complaint about this game, I suppose, above the other things I've mentioned, is I'm not, well, actually, I shouldn't say it's a complaint yet, since I haven't tried changing it. Let's see if we can rebind the keys real fast, because I'm not sure if I have even tried. Yeah, actually, you can rebind some of them, but not all. Like interact with space, I wanted to do it with one of my mouse buttons. As you can see, it won't let me. So it's a limited keybind ability. Okay, hey, that came off pretty good. Yeah, I've always wondered why some of these games, they allow you to bind, but only to keys of their choosing. Okay, let's crank this up. And once it makes contact, I don't know about you, Pi, but once you make contact, you're moving the mouse quite a bit just to get it up. Okay, I hope that's far enough. Let's find out. No. Oh wait, maybe it is. Okay, cool. Wait, let me just make sure, yeah. Don't want to make a mistake and take the wrong part off. And this one's not timed either. Yeah, it's kind of sad because it is, I mean, if they made some changes and people have posted, their suggestions, if they made even half of the modifications or fixes that people have asked for, the game would be more enjoyable to play. Oh, Legos, those are fun. I should go get into streaming those. Some of them require, some of them, I remember some of the puzzles are a little challenging. You have to jump a specific way, a specific timing. I should, that might not be a bad idea. The Lego games are pretty fun, like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Heck, these days they have so many of them. But yeah, it kind of takes you back to like the earlier puzzle games. But yeah, those are actually pretty fun. And you are right, for the most part, it doesn't take that much thought. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, I think my wife has a little more difficulty than I do with those kind of games. But yeah, that would be kind of cool, just getting into that again. Now watch. Oh wait, will we? I think we'll make it. Come on, come on, yes! Finally, 500. Okay, now we have perks. We get a perk. We got 3 skill points, so we get 3 actually. So we have allow you to remove 2 screws at a time. Okay, knowledge about, okay. Early start. I'm personally thinking that the screws are gonna be the easiest way to go. This. This might help speed up the process. And then this one. So if we click this, I guess we can, maybe that one. You know, one thing, okay, you can change it, but see now, let me see. If I take this, now we can look at exactly what these are. So obviously there are, I mean, as you do these, as you get promoted, but I'm gonna stick with this because eventually I want all these. So I'm gonna confirm, probably not the wisest. Let's see. Let's see if we get a new aircraft. We might do one more if we have another aircraft. No, we don't have a new aircraft, do we? Oh wait. It might be a new aircraft. I think it is because the other one's a train run. You don't really get bullet holes. So, of course, refuel the aircraft and patch bullet. Oh, it's the same darn plane. Okay. Well, at least we'll get to patch bullet holes. Yeah, I think the pilot went the wrong way. Come on. Pilot took the wrong turn. I might play some of this during the week I'm not streaming. Because I personally want to work on the twin engine planes. I'm really not sure how far, not really sure how much more you can do in this game besides adding a second engine to the fray. Okay. Let's go see if we can find bullet holes. Probably on the sides. They're usually pretty noticeable. Oh, well that doesn't look like a bullet hole. That looks like a rip. But do I need to do it from underside? No. I don't know. That just seems a little weird. I guess, well, actually, back then, I guess that's since they were material, it's like putting a patch. It's like, okay, we got a hole. So I'll go check the other wing. This one's patched. Come on, back up. Oh. Yeah, we got two more. So we need to disassemble, then reassemble. Yeah, I like how the single winged plane is far better. You actually put rivets in it, not like a frog. The other kind of rivets. So wait, do we have to wait till we get 1,000 to actually get, well, it's only 500 more, but I'm wondering if the next plane is at 1,000. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. Inspect the whole aircraft. Only inspect the entire aircraft. Let's see. And there's something I forgot. You can highlight this if you can't quite read that. It puts it in plain text. So if you can't read the students or the instructors, what if there's wrecked? What are we doing? Yeah, what a surprise. And needs fuel. Yeah, I believe when we first started playing this months and months ago, one of my first comments about fueling is it should be something that, after you've learned how to fuel, it gets, the responsibility goes to a crew that specializes in fueling planes. Because actually, if you want to get technical about it, they have crews, the unit that drives these trucks were responsible for the fuel in the planes. They didn't want some mechanic. Um, they didn't want a mechanic. And I did it again. I keep forgetting it's the right mouse button. Yeah, they didn't want to give that responsibility to mechanics. So they had the crew that drove these trucks were responsible for fueling the planes. So kind of wish that the game would respect that tradition. Okay, so I have to inspect the plane. No, what a surprise. Yeah, I don't know why I'm surprised at that. And of course, okay, so let me check the rear. So we got the two support arms and the right wheel. Now, when I say the right wheel, it's if you're the pilot. You always have to look at it the way the pilot would. Because the pilots are not always good at reversing, of thinking, okay, wait, my right is their left, and so on and so forth. So generally, it's a mechanic's responsibility to know, okay, when the pilot's saying it's the right, it's going to be my left. And that's not too terribly hard to do. I mean, with my wife, if I say I need something, you know, for instance, like an itch. If I can't reach the itch, since I know she's facing me, if the itch is on my right, I'll tell her it's on her left. So I know it's not that hard of a concept to understand, since we use it in every day. Bad example, but I think it gets the point across. Yeah, let me tell you, you want torment, have an itch that you can't reach. That's never fun. Okay, so this side just needs what? This isn't up enough yet? I thought it would be. Nope, not up enough yet. Okay. So perhaps now we can That's weird. It's almost like you have to hold your tongue just right to get it to highlight. Okay. You know, communication, especially when you need help, when you need assistance doing things, communication is vital. I see a lot of people that they get so angry and frustrated because the person's not oh, I have to do the oil too, that's right. The person just not understanding what they're saying. Whoops. Yes, don't make fun of my chicken scratch. If you don't like it, then go do your own chicken scratch. One thing that's always bothered me is a lot of my advocacy work is, there's, well, it's not a lot, some of it I should say, it's more of a mediation type thing. In other words, there'll be a person um, with a disability, and they're going through a lot of helpers, and their reasons for going through so many helpers is so ridiculous. Like, oh, I mean, literally. Now, when I say, helpers, I mean someone to help them get out of bed, stuff, stuff that most of us take for granted. But they'll fire someone for something as simple as taking a piece of candy out of the candy dish. And they go through a lot of people. Had one that was going through. Okay, wait. There's more. Wait, is it just the? Does that mean I need to check the engine too? I think so, huh? A person that went through 10 people in 1 month. And there's no way. First of all, it takes a while for the person to start getting paid. Just because, well, it's part of government. In a lot of those programs that I help with, that there are people who cannot work. So the state helps pay someone to help them, and it could take up to a month to 90, well, no, take up to 60 days sometimes, usually a month and a half on average. Actually, let me check all these, how I did. So you can, if you've gone through 10 people in a month, yeah, I mean, no wonder it takes so long. I'm just happy I don't have to deal with any of that personally. But it is good that they have those systems in place. So I wonder if that's the only thing I have to. I wonder if this is the last thing. Let me go ahead and take the fuel filter out. Oh, it does come out a little faster, doesn't it? So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of sad, you know, so many, there's so many issues. Now, what is the zoom in? I know there's a zoom in. What, there's no zoom in? Toggle zoom F, okay, duh. Okay. Actually, wait, when you zoom, I don't think it helps much. Well, actually, zooming in does help a little. You know, I think there's a skill that makes this far easier. Restore failed. The sergeants could be mad. I have to put papers in for a new filter. Actually, to be honest, would any of you trust a reconditioned fuel filter? To my understanding, a fuel filter is disposable. I mean, isn't it the same for planes? I mean, basically, we're dealing with an engine which is about the same as a car back then. These engines were basically a car engine. Okay, wait, we're not done. We are not done. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just take this side off. Yeah, a fuel filter, I mean, it's enclosed. It keeps it keeps any potential debris from getting into your valves and into your engine. Wow, that really is. Am I still in zoom? Okay, why is this zooming in so far? Why am I in the engine now? Thank you. Don't start the engine with me inside, please. That'd be bad. But yeah, you wouldn't want any kind of debris. Just like I mean, it's the same thing for oil. You know, you don't want to oil. You don't want the like if you have like in your transmission, if you have a gear that's kind of grinding away, you don't want the tiny pieces of metal to come back around and recirculate. So the filter comes and kind of catches all of that. Same thing with the fuel filter, but obviously fuel doesn't recirculate. It goes into the sprayers. Basically, they're spray nozzles that spray a mist of fuel, which ignites as a piston. You know, the miniature explosions. Okay, I think. I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure how much I got to tear this down. this is getting to be noticeably quicker. Okay. Now, how much more are we gonna have to take off? Or am I taking this a little too far? Let me check out the rest of the plane. Actually, let me reread this. Let's see. A soon goes plane. The aircraft has just arrived. Yeah, see, it's basically they just wants to look it over, and since it's been sitting outside, it's kind of weird. Look at, we're crawling and we still have the effect of walking, the bouncing up and down. Maybe the guy's laughing while he's crawling. He's laughing and his stomach is making him bounce. Who knows? So if this vehicle, why don't they just say overhaul of the engine? If this vehicle has been sitting outside, then yeah, you definitely do want. Just not sure how much I'm gonna get done on stream. Actually, let me get this out of that. Whoops. Wait, why does this need this to come out? It doesn't come out the bottom, this slides out the front. Wait, let me watch the animation. It might go down. Okay, it does go down. Okay, let me do a kind of a inspection. And of course, you always want to check the spark plugs. If it's been sitting, any vehicle, any engine that sits, you definitely want to check the spark plugs. And actually, there are kind of procedures that you should go through if you intend to store a vehicle for any length of time. To try to get a lot of the fluids out of it. To try to get as much of the fuel out of the system as well. Okay. But yeah, a lot of people sadly store their vehicle without properly preparing it for storage. Okay, that's all good. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pop these covers off and check all the things underneath. let's do a quick check of the. There's one. Let's check the push rods. If the push rods are good, then that saves us a lot of time. Okay. And this is a little unrealistic. Because at that point of the war, they didn't really have planes in surplus. It's not like they had a lot of planes just sitting around saying, hey, we have nowhere to go. Towards the beginning of the war, they were having difficulty with supply. They didn't have enough planes to go around. Okay, wait, I'll put those on afterwards. So yeah, I'm not sure if that storyline kind of, I think the captain's lying to his men. We caught him in a big lie. In both world wars, the United States was extremely fortunate. I mean, with the exception of Pearl Harbor, the United States doesn't really have an understanding of being threatened with an invasion force. I mean, the closest we got, and yeah, this is scary, the closest we got is like with oh come on, with the threat, Cuba crisis, man, the Cuba crisis is the closest that the United States really has gotten to a threat since I should point out since the Revolutionary War. And Civil War was a little different beast, but both World Wars, we were kind of protected, for lack of a better word. Okay, let's put this down. I mean, our friends in the UK, and yeah, they lived under the threat for some time that Germany was going to come across and take them out and run the country. Oh, come on. Wait, this says inspect the aircraft. Am I taking this? Well, I'm gonna pop the top off. Or not. I guess we have to do a few more things first. I mean, I feel so bad. A lot of those countries. Yeah, I know, I'm getting a little hungry. Since I can't eat, I'm thinking about food. Yeah, I'm gonna end here soon. Probably won't finish this job. So I appreciate you stopping by. I should hopefully see you this later on in Dave's stream. So definitely see you there. I mean, Especially, the worst thing I think the worst thing for me is sitting around waiting for surgery. So it's best if I keep occupied. So, yeah. Thanks again for stopping by and keep me company and a good conversation as always. And we'll see you next time. Yeah, I'm going to end here really soon. You have a good one, and we'll definitely be seeing you real soon. Yeah, I don't know what else I need to check. One thing I do know, these parts are coming off, we're able to remove them quite a bit faster than before, which is good. But yeah, wait, did I check this part? Yeah, I did. I'm probably going overboard with this, but that's okay. Okay, what's red? Yeah, Pi has been a huge supporter of the stream for quite some time. I think since since we started streaming, I believe House Flipper. Maybe a little bit before that, but definitely once we discovered House Flipper, okay, I'm gonna check the arms on this. If I don't see anything, I think I'm gonna just, oh, you know what? Okay, there is something that we haven't checked. It might be the piston rings. So with those, I might have to wait. Yeah, I really should be resting a little too. So I think, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream. Wow, really? There we go. So that's gonna do it for me. Let me see if who's online that we can host. I think I'm gonna just let auto host take it from here. So I'd like to thank everyone who has stopped by, and hopefully you enjoyed this at least a little bit. I still have a few more things to do on this, but we'll get to it next time. So, as I always like to say, if you enjoy playing a game the way you're playing it, then you're playing the game the way you should play it. In other words, you bought it. Don't let anyone tell you how you should play the game. All that counts is if you're having fun. So, this is gonna be up for me, all for me for the next, more likely week, maybe week and a half maximum. I will be back after that, and hopefully we'll get some new games going. So, thanks for all your support. Have a good one. Remember, don't drink and drive. And most importantly, be kind to each other. Life is too short to do otherwise. Have a good one. God bless, and we will see you next time. Goodbye for now.